Good morning. Welcome back to Crafting a Country Life. If you've been following along, welcoming back. And if you're new to my channel, this is where I share my mixed media projects, some sewing and art quilting projects, lots of paper crafts. And if you like what you see, hopefully you'll be willing to hit the subscribe button or the like button. And today I wanted to just come on and share a recent haul. I was out shopping in the past week or so, picked up a couple of things, and I'm going to start off with two items that I ordered from AliExpress. They finally arrived. These are both, let's take them out of the package. These are both little cabochons. They seem to be made out of a resin material. They're little ballet shoes. Here's the approximate size, maybe a little over an inch each in length. And they're in different pastel colors. And I thought these would look really nice with a Rosie's Studio order that I placed recently. That it's Christmas. It is a Christmas themed paper collection that has some very, very soft, pale pastel colors in it that's themed around the Nutcracker Suite. So there's, a little Mouse King and little Clara, the ballerina, and so on. So I got these mainly to work with that collection. However, the collection hasn't arrived yet, and I know with Rosie's Studio it can take up to 3 months or more to get that. So I haven't received it yet, but hopefully these will go nicely with that collection. And then these are the tiny little tutus that I ordered as well. So we'll give those a try. I thought also I might end up painting over some of these or adding some glitter or extra embellishments on them. I'm not sure how I feel about that bright red one there. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, those arrived, so I've got those to work with. The next item that I purchased was some of this folk art home decor chalk paint. And I picked this up kind of as a substitute for the gesso. This has just a little bit more of a matte appearance than the gesso. Now, the gesso that you can buy currently is acrylic based, obviously, but to me, it's not the same as the gesso that I used to buy years ago to paint my canvases with. It just seems to have a little bit more of a plasticky feel and less of a plaster feel. So I bought the chalk paint with the hopes that would correct that situation. So I painted a tiny sample on a grocery bag just to see. And it is a little more matte than the gesso that I have been using for a number of years. So I'm happy with it so far. My plan is to use this to do some distressing on vintage style journaling and tag making and so on. So I'll keep you posted on how this works. If you have a product that you use that's similar to a chalk paint, let me know what brand it is and how you feel about it. I got this one at Michael's, and I had a 40% off coupon, so I think it was up around 10 bucks if I'm remembering right. So I got a little bit off of it that way, but it's 8 fluid ounces. So far I'm liking it. It's the Folk Art brand. Okay, so that was a Michael's purchase. And then the other thing I found at Michael's was this beautiful holographic glitter. It has some little flower shapes in it, some little white pearl bits, some little holographic stars, and then some other little white sequins. It's called White Sparkle. So we'll see how this goes. I'm thinking about using this for some shakers. It will be great for winter with the white kind of background to it. And even some spring and summer crafting as well. So yeah, I thought that was pretty, a little bit different, And then the other thing that I picked up was a tube of the Tulip dimensional fabric paint. And this one is in the diamond colorway. So I'm curious to try this out. Since it's dimensional, my hope is that it's going to be nice and puffy. I'm going to squirt out a little sample on my trial test paper here and just see what I got. All right, so there's what it looks like coming out of the tube or out of the bottle. We'll see what happens once it dries, whether it ends up being white or more of a clear kind of a look. So we'll give that a try. Okay, so that was Michael's. These I picked up, I believe, I'm trying to remember if it was at Joann's or Hobby Lobby. Excuse me, it was one or the other. And I picked up 2 different types of metallic craft paint. This one is called Antique Gold, and this one has a little bit more of a deep gold tone to it. And this one is called Inca Gold, and it's a more of a bright yellowy gold. And then, of course, another bottle of the silver sterling, which I was running low on gold and silver, so I wanted to try these 2 out. So we'll see how we do with that. Okay, and then also from Joann's, I picked up this. They had a sale going on online, so I picked up a few items that finally arrived at my house. And this is just a little ceramic ramekin type of a dish. And it says, "Oh, so sweet," kind of a Valentine theme, which I thought was really pretty. So this will be fun just to put little odds and ends in when I'm crafting. Okay. Also from Joann's, I picked up these Tinsel Pom Poms. They're very tiny. You can kind of see right here the size on these, and they do have a little bit of tinsel in them. So these will be fun to use in some Christmas crafting as well as some Valentine crafting. I'm actually kind of wrapping up on my Valentine's crafting for this year. I may do a little bit more this weekend, but once I'm finished with those items, I'm probably going to pack up my Valentine's items and put them away for next year. I also got this set of 3 doilies from Joann's as well. And I don't know if you can kind of see. They're about, you know, a little bit thicker than you might imagine. That's probably a good weight. I thought of using these in some crafting projects. I'm not even sure yet what. It may be some stuffed hearts, and then I'll stitch these to the top and add some bling and embellishments over them. Or I may just use them as mats when I'm doing my video filming. But the price was right. They were very inexpensive. And I did get free shipping on that order, so that always helps. So those came in. And then I picked these up when I was in Joann's recently at the brick and mortar store. And they had a sale on the Country Classics. And these are not fabrics that I intend to use in actual quilting projects that are, you know, I'm expecting any longevity out of. They're inexpensive fabrics. So I'll probably use them more so for paper crafting and collaging. But I just love the color arrangement here with the pale blues that I picked out and the small dots and the little vintage flowers. I thought this made a nice arrangement, and using different sizes of prints and dots and other, you know, checks and so on. So these will be fun to play around with. So those again were from Joann's. Okay. And let's see, I also found a couple of items on clearance at Joann's, and I have this Buenos paper collection, and they had some items on the shelf that were, as I said, clearanced out. So I picked up the set of stencils that will go with Buenos, and also I can use these for other mixed media collage projects, maybe with some texture pastes layered over other materials. And here are the 3 patterns. This is a grid pattern stencil, and this one is sort of like a dot type of a pattern. Then the flowers are on the front. So for $3, and they're quite large, I thought that was a very good price to pick them up for. And these are resin embellishments. So these will be fun to use on some albums and so on once I get going with my spring and summer paper crafting. And then a package of ephemera. This has 40 pieces. And the colors in the Buenos Dias collection are all very soft and pastel-y, which I love. And they have kind of a fun vacation type of feel to them. So these will be nice to play around with as well. Here are the pieces that are included in the package. Love that little slice of cake. And lots of florals and some other, you know, frames and so on. So yeah, so I picked those up as well. And then in addition to that, at Joann's, I found this Bo Bunny paper pad on sale. And I picked it up because it had a lot of botanical and vintage images that would be great for my art journaling books that I'm busy working on putting together. The colors are pretty, and there's lots of different, oh, I love that text page. That's the gardening, ever blooming, butterfly pansies. This will be fun to play around with. The roses, and then this page with the stitching on it I thought was very unusual and fun. It'll be fun to put into a journal, maybe do some painting and stenciling over it. Botanical illustrations and butterflies, collage pages, more florals, more lace. I love that lace page. That's really pretty. Okay, there we go. And then it repeats. So this is the Bo Bunny Botanical Journal Collection. I believe this was 40% off. And then, of course, I had my teacher's discount on top of that. So every little bit helps, right? Okay, so that, I believe, is it for Joann's. Oh, I also got these at Michael's. Almost forgot. These, again, were on sale for 40% off, regularly $1.99. But this is, these are both wood-mounted rubber stamps, Love and Happy Valentine's Day. So those will be fun to play around with. Okay, one more item from Joann's. Now, I've never had a crocodile corner chomper like this. The corner chomper that I have is from another company, and I had purchased it probably 25 years ago. So I'm probably dating my paper crafting hobby, but it's starting to wear out. So I picked this up. I had a 50% off coupon. I think I paid about $14 for this one. But if you use this and you're happy with it, I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your experiences. It has two sizes. There's a 1/4 inch size corner chomper, and then there's a 1/2 inch size included in this. And it looks pretty heavy duty, so I'm hoping I'll get lots of years of use out of that. Yep, so that was from Joann's. Okay, I picked up a set of Norpro 36 fancy Tart molds. And these are, I don't know, maybe 3 inches across, maybe 3.5 inches approximately. My plan is to rust these and then set up little dioramas inside of them and then hang them up as ornaments for different holidays. So this is a venture that I'm probably going to tackle over the summer when I'm home. I teach, so I have the summers off, but I'm going to go ahead and give that little process a try, and at that point I'll upload some of my results. But I'm looking forward to doing the rusting process on these, and then doing, you know, cutting out some little die-cut cardstock vintage images, gluing them inside, and adding some glitter and other little embellishments. So I think this set of 36 was $17 or $18, you know, with free shipping. So not too bad. So those will be fun to kind of play around with. Alrighty. And then a couple of items I had picked up at Hobby Lobby. We had this, I think this was in the spring section. So it was marked at 40% off. And there's about 8 yards of 18-inch wide cheesecloth material here. I was looking for an off-white, but I saw the pink and I picked that up. So I'm looking forward to using this in some different projects. It'll make lovely bows. Cutting up little bits of it and tucking them into embellishments always looks really pretty with the frayed edge. So this is the brand. It's a Robert Stanley table scarf. A rustic touch for any occasion. Yeah, so $6.99 less the 40%. Not too bad. Okay, so that was Hobby Lobby. And then I picked this bucket of buttons up, half price. Paper Studio was on sale for half price. So that brought the price down to about $4.50, which I thought was very reasonable for this full container of buttons. I know that the buttons at Walmart come in a little jar. Maybe it's about this size, maybe a little bit taller, and they're about $10. So I felt that this was a good price, and there's a lot of different pastel colors in here, which will be fun to use for spring and summer, and also for some Christmas crafting. So, got that. All right, a few ribbons that I picked up. These two here were from Dollar General, and one of them has a pink background with some tiny little gnomes. I just had to take it home with me. And the other one has pink and red checked hearts on it. So $1 each, and these have 9 feet on them. They're about 5/8 inch wide. Okay, and then these two ribbons I picked up at Joann's. I used a coupon for this one, and I believe it's a beautiful embroidered ribbon with some flowers and greenery on it, about 5/8 inch wide. And this one was regularly $3.99, and I used my 40% off coupon for that one. So that'll be beautiful for some vintage Valentines or spring, even some spring crafting as well. And then this one, I think, was $2.99, and this was on sale for, I think it was 40% off. So it's a little glitter red heart on a white grosgrain background. Yeah, so couple of ribbons. And let's see, is that it? Yeah, I think that's it for this week's haul. So I hope that you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you again very soon. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye for now.